सो पहला जिहड़ी असीं फील्ड दे विच डाटा रिकॉर्ड कीता सी उस डाटे नूं नाउ आई प्लॉटड इन द ऑन द पेज ऑफ ए लैवल बुक। सो सब तो पहली साडी जो फस्ट रीडिंग वी हैव टेकन ऑन द बेंचमार्क रिकॉर्डेड इन द बैक साइड, last reading of the setting is recorded in the fourth side, remaining readings are recorded in the intermediate side. So like this the data we collected in the field is now I have put in the on the page of a lab book. So this is the data which we have recorded from the field. Now we are going to calculate the reduced levels of the various points. So साडे को benchmark the reduced level दिता सी तुहाडे को 150.000. So you know very well the height of instrument is given by this formula. Now this is the new formula I'm going to introduce. This method is height of instrument method. Height of instrument is calculated reduced level of benchmark plus backside. So here I will calculate the height of instrument. RL of benchmark is given as 150.000 and backside is recorded as 2.375. Add this 2.375. So height of instrument comes to be 152.375. So this I can show in the field how I record the data. You can see this sketch. I have made this sketch over here. The benchmark is given over here. I put the instrument at station point P. So benchmark RL is given 150.00. You may edit the backside. So this will give you the height of instrument, this line, and its value we have calculated now 152.375. I can write over here 152.375. This is the height we have calculated from the formula as given over here. RL of benchmark plus backside 152.375. So this comes to be this line, height of this line 152.375. Okay, now the next formula is to calculate the reduced RL of any point, height of instrument minus intermediate side or fourth side. So we have taken the 4 readings from this setting. It is, I have told already, this is the setting of the instrument at point B. We have taken the first reading on the point whose RL is known. This is the backside. I recorded here. This is the leveling staff. We have taken this side is known as backside. This is 2.375. Then I have taken at point A, B and C. 3 readings I recorded more. This will be my intermediate side. Its value is 1.370. This is my again intermediate side. Its value is 0.615. And the last reading I have recorded from on point C. This will be the last reading of the setting 3.450. Okay, as I have given in this table. So from it is very much clear. This is my first setting. You can say this is my first setting. First reading is backside, last is foreside, remaining are intermediate side. Now we are going to calculate the reduced level of the point A, this point A. So this height of instrument minus 1.370. So this is the height of instrument. Deduct this 1.730. The RL of this point is my point A. RL this point comes to be, after this, 150.650. Its RL of the point is height of instrument minus 1.730, this comes to be 150.645. Similarly, this is the height of instrument. From this you deduct 0.615. This is the point over here. This is the point B. From this height you deduct this, so you will get the RL of this point. Okay, this come to be 151.760. This is your point B. For your easiness, I have drawn this sketch. You see this very carefully. We have calculated the RL of this point A and this is point B. On this point is C, where you have taken the last reading. This is recorded in foresight. So this height of instrument, deduct this 3.45, and this the RL of point C comes to be 148.925. Height of instrument is this, you deduct this value, and this is the RL of point C. This is your point C. Okay, then again I have shifted the instrument from P to point Q. After taking this all readings, now I shifted this instrument to this point. Okay, so again performing the temporary adjustment at point Q, then I have taken again to continue the leveling on point C. This is the first reading on the second setting. So this reading will be recorded because this is the first reading of the setting. This will be 2.835. I recorded it as backside. Now on this point I have taken the two readings. The staffman person will not move from this station point C because I have to continue the leveling. Okay, now this is my new setting at station point Q. So the first reading I recorded it in the as 2.835. So this reading I have recorded as backside. It will be in the one line because I have taken two readings on point C when the leveling staff was at point C. First I recorded the foresight as 3.450. Now without shifting the staff from this, I have taken the first reading of the second setting, that is 2.835. So I shifted the instrument around this point C, and this point C is also known as change point. Change point. This is my change point number 1. Okay, this is the new thing. So change point where you will record the foresight as well as the backside reading. Okay, so now we have calculated the reduced level of point C. This comes to be 148.925. Now this is your temporary benchmark. Again you have taken the backside on this. So again following this formula to calculate the height of instrument. So now you know the RL of this point. You know very well the RL of this point C. We have calculated 148.925. Again, now RL of this point is in the set 148.925. And you recorded the backside on this point 2.835. See over the table. It is 2.835. Add this 2.835. So the new height of instrument comes to be 151.760. So now here the new height of instrument is 151.760. 760. Now this is my second setting of the instrument. So in this setting I recorded the back side over here, intermediate side over there, then this intermediate side, then I have taken the fourth side over here. So this is given, back side is this much, inter side is this much, inter side is this much, back side this is already recorded over here. Now you can see this is the second setting of the leveling instrument. That is, so first in back, last in the fore, and remaining in the intermediate. Similar way, now this is the new height of instrument. From this you deduct this value and RL of this point D will be over here. Here is the point D. You can calculate the RL of this point D. This come to now the new height of instrument for this is this height of instrument, which is 151.760. So from this side you deduct this value, RL of this will be here. Okay, then from here RL of this point, from here RL of this point. So we can calculate the RL of the different point D. This is my point D, this is E and F. Okay, so for this 151.76, so I can take over here. Now new height of instrument is 151.760. You deduct from this 2.070. 2.070. So this comes to be the RL of point D as 149.690. So this is the RL of this point, 149.690. Okay, similarly you deduct 1.835. This comes to be 149.925. And similarly you can see from this height of instrument you deduct this 0.985. This will give you the RL of point F. So this comes to be 150.775. Okay, so again from here, now see, I have calculated the RL of D, E and F after deducting height of instrument minus these readings. Then from here, then again I shifted my instrument from Q to R. See, now from here I shifted my instrument Q to R. Okay, at R point this is the new setting of the instrument. To continue the leveling, I have taken the back side on again point F. On F, the leveling staff will not shift from here. So on point F, I have recorded first back side, then first recorded the fourth side, then back side. Fourth side is 0.985, then the back side I have recorded as. So this is, you can write this is as, from here is the back side, fourth side. And this is my back side. Okay, I have written like this. So the back side from this is 0.435, because again these two readings are taken on the same point F. So I can write on here, this is my point E, this is my point F. Now because I have taken the back side and fourth side on point F, now this point F is my change point number 2. This is my, I can see P2, I can say. This is my change point number 2, F, this point. Okay. So because I recorded the back side and fourth side on the same point. So now you know now I can calculate the height of instrument. This the same formula I can use. This height of instrument, this I can calculate. RL of F is, I have calculated the RL of F is this. You add 0.435. See here again RL is given. RL of point F is given. I can take over here again for this calculation. R of L is 150.775 plus backside is 0.435. 0.435. This will be my third, you can say, at height of instrument. This come to be 151.210. So my new height of instrument for the third setting is this come to be, this value is 151.210. okay, this is that. From now you want to calculate the RL of point G, H and I. okay, from this height of instrument you deduct this value, its RL will be known. From this you deduct this RL of this, you can calculate. And similarly from this you can deduct 3.63, you can get the RL of point I. So this I can calculate over here. I have the new height of instrument, that is 151.210. Now here this plus this come to be 151.210. New height of instrument, you can see. Now this is my third setting at point AR. Here I recorded the 4 readings. First is back side, last is foreside, and remaining are intermediate side. So similarly now you can choose this height of instrument. From this height of instrument you deduct this value, RL of this G will be here. okay, so again I will take over, this is 151.210. you deduct from this 1.630. this will give you the RL of point G. This come to be 149.580. This is the RL of point. So you can write down over here the RL of point G, 114. okay, similarly you deduct 2.25 from this. This come to be 148.955. and the last point is point I. From this height of instrument you deduct this value, and its value come to be 147.580. so this is my point G, this is my point H, and this is my point I, as I have shown on here. This is the point my G, H and I. So see, this is the way how I have calculated the reduced levels of different points on the surface of ground by the method of height of instrument method. Height of instrument method. By this method I have calculated the RL of the different points. Then after calculation of this point, so you can see there is a one check. Okay, this work is correct or incorrect. For this is the formula, you can follow this. This is the formula to check for height of instrument. Sum of back sides minus sum of foresight is equal to last RL minus first RL. So over here you can see this is my first RL is this one, last RL is this one. So now I can apply this check. So sum of back side, you add these values. So this come to be, I can write over here, sum of back sides. This comes to be 5.6 645, and sum of these, this is the sum of back sides, you can say sigma back side, okay, and then this is the sigma force side. This comes to be 8.065. You add all the four sides, okay, then I can now apply. So sigma back side, this comes to be 5.645 minus 8.065. The last RL is, you have calculated the last RL of the last point, 147.580. 147.580, and fast RL is given 151. So this comes to be minus 2.420, and this is again minus 2.420. Okay, so left hand side is equal to right hand side. Your work done is correct. Okay, what there is one question of importance. Minus negative sign means last point at lower level. Okay, positive sign means last point at higher level. This is the indication from the check level. Okay, so here you can see on come to the sketch. This will again help you. So I have drawn first this sketch. So you have to determine the level difference. This is your first given RL, and last point is this. You can see with the red, sorry, with the green ink. So this difference you have to determine. This difference come to be 2.420. Okay, now it is negative, so last point is at a lower level than the first level. This is your result you had calculated over here, minus. If it is plus, it will be at higher level. This is the indication from this. So for your easiness, I have drawn one plan over it. This is my elevation, this is plan top view. So I set the instrument over here, I take the back side. This is my benchmark. Okay, you can say this is my benchmark. Okay, benchmark, what you recorded, this reading is as back side. Okay, so then you have taken at A, this is your intermediate side. Okay, then on B again you have taken, this is your intermediate side. Then on point C you have taken the last reading, this is your fourth side. Okay, it will be easy for you. So then you shifted the instrument around this point C. So this is my change point number 1. So you can also record in over here C. This is your CP, change point number 1. Okay, and similarly over here, when you shifted the instrument to point Q, then you have taken the back side on the same point, because it is change point. This is your back side. Okay, this is your inter side. Okay, then you have taken at E, this is again your intermediate side, and you have taken the, this is last reading of the setting at point F. Okay, this becomes your change point number 2. Okay, because you have taken the back side and fourth side over this. So then again this point F is your change point number 2. You can record over here CP2. Okay, then for more easiness you can again see, now you shifted the instrument from Q to R. At R you have taken over here the back side. This is your back side, first reading on point F. Then you have taken the inter side on G. This is your intermediate side. You have taken the on H again. This is your intermediate side, and this is your last reading of the setting. So this is the way to understand, because this is I have to done because you people are sitting at home. So for your easiness to understand how we can take the field records and calculate the reduced level. So, okay? So thank you very much.